Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are back in Yamato. Now I'll be real honest with y'all, I wasn't planning on playing Yamato tonight, but in the previous match I was in the Alaska and I ended up in a Xbox only lobby. It was a 3v3. There was a Brisbane, a Mino, and a Schlieffen. So naturally, in an Alaska, overmatching two of the three ships that I'm up against, I move forward. I spot for the team. I help take all the health off the Brisbane, who tried to hide. He lives. I take all of the health off the Schlieffen and leave him with just enough to get away. Meanwhile, I'm being burnt to a crisp and focused by all three of the enemy ships. And lo and behold, my Yamato comes out after the fact to decide he wants to engage in some sort of shooty cuffs. And I don't even know what happened at that point. I watched him fire two salvos at the Mino in open water and completely whiffed both times. So I just assumed it was over. We lose. But right out the gate, we go ahead, take a shot. Look at that dispersion, folks. That is the very first shot. That is the kind of stuff that you dream of. And, of course, we're going to hit the Arthas button. Extra 20% damage, and we Citadel for 32,000 damage right out the gate. This poor Yamato does not even know what hit him. Like, I mean, he knows what hit him, obviously. I've been lit up. But he wasn't ready for that, I can guarantee it. So we take another shot over the island, and we're like, well, I mean, if he's just going to get it. Look at his return salvo, too. Like, no anticipation of me turning or anything. So we take a shot and bonk, two shells. But that still had Arthas, so it was an extra 20% damage on those two shells, which is fine. There is a Brisbane around the corner. Now, one of the things you guys may have noticed is there's a division on our team of very good players, and I didn't recognize it until later on. But the person off my bow, I do recognize that it was Jixer, and he's in the Giuseppe, I believe. But we take a shot here at the Yama over the island, and Jesus, man. Like, these are the kind of games that you dream about in Yama, when everything goes your way. There ain't nothing that's going wrong here. Like, I am taking shots, and I'm going, oh my god. This poor guy has lost all of his hit points. Just as we get loaded again, we take the shot, and again, he's on the backside of the island between me and Jixer. He has lost all of his hit points, and we're going to get another good chunk on him. Another few shells hit the target. We're up to 80,000 damage, and we aren't even 4 minutes into the match. Yeah. Not a bad start, you know, as the game would say. Off to a great start. You're not wrong. But you can see I'm like trying to help my teammates. There's a destroyer on my left. Turns out that is Cranky. And then obviously there's also a Brindisi in that division. And that is Bravo Foxtrot. All three of them are great players, and all three of them are people that I know. Which is hilarious because usually when I'm streaming, or when I'm not streaming, I don't run into that many people that I know. But it just so happened I'm streaming in the middle of like prime time, and that's apparently when everybody's playing. But anyway, I end up pushing into the cap here because I realize at this point the destroyer's not there to spot us anymore. So Des Moines is coming out around the corner. Pay attention to the minimap. What is he going to do? We know he's trying to run away. We know he's going to have to go in front of that island, and we are just salivating thinking about it. We have our Arthas ready to go. We are already leading him. You can see I do go for auto aim here, adjust slightly, take the shot over the island, front guns only, and wait for it. Pow! Down he goes. There goes one of their radars and one of the most prolific DPM ships in the game. And at that point, this flank has become obsolete. There is no more for me to be had here. But Brisbane is thinking about pushing, so I'm thinking, okay, well, I'll just wait for him to come out and we'll shoot over the island. Unfortunately, he does change what he's doing at the last second, starts turning away from us. Our shells are going to hit the island for the most part. One shell gets through for 3,500. But it's now time for me to start thinking about who's on my right. Yama goes down, the Des Moines is already gone, Brisbane is not long for this world. We're going to move up, we're going to get into this cap, and we're going to try to help get rid of the enemy. Now, I look over, there's a Yama broadside to me currently in the center cap. There's also a broadside Musashi. This is what you call ideal. Now, also, those of you who are paying attention will notice there is a smoke screen right ahead of me. I did not recognize this right off the bat. But we get a beautiful look at this Musashi, and unfortunately, this is the moment where RNG says no. And you'll see why that's important here in a moment. But it's okay. it's about this point that I start recognizing there's a smoke screen in front of me, which means the destroyer is right next to me, which is no bueno. But unfortunately, Jixer ends up going down to the destroyer, and this shot should be death. 9 times out of 10, this would be a kill shot. Why? Why do I have to leave everybody alive? Please, please, Wargaming, please. Why do they get away with it? That was like the best accuracy I could hope for on a broadside Musashi, and we only get 3 citadels. Now, I know what you're thinking, Spartan. What are you complaining for? Why are you so upset that you only got 3 citadels? How many times have I shot at a guy and only got no citadels? I get it, I get it, I get it, but Worcester, 20% damage because I want to make sure you die. No HE spamming. Ah! Okay, we were fine. We knew he was going to shoot our bow there. He doesn't have access to our citadel because it's beyond the island. So you can see I'm trying to think. I know I got this little destroyer here. I'm keeping my eye on him, hoping to get a shot. Unfortunately, he goes dark right about the time that we get a chance to maybe shoot at him. We're reversing, waiting for the Yamato to potentially make the mistake here. So we're just trying to bide our time. We don't want to rush forward, get yeeted by that Yama. And you can see when he fires that shot, I was like, man, I wish I had went forward. He'd have taken that shot. I would have been able to capitalize on it. But you can see Cranky is absolutely Daka in a way. We got Hayate doubling back, which is terrible for him. But Cranky is just going to go ham on this Yama. He hits him with torpedoes. He's trying to burn him down. And I see a shot from a friendly ship here that hits the island and catches me a little bit off guard because I thought he'd already fired. Fortunately, he's, for whatever reason, looking to the right. I don't know if he was looking for Cranky here, but we get around the corner and straight through his bow, getting the Citadel on him before he's able to turn his guns. And now it is off to the races, folks. We have a Kronstadt on our right. We have a Conqueror and a Musashi on our bow. So here, I'm trying to help the rest of our team on the right get rid of a Kronstadt, who I figure I can one-shot this guy through his bow, no problem, right? He is slowing down and stopping. We take a pretty nasty hit here, but nothing out of the ordinary. And him stopping, actually, I'm assuming he got into reverse just enough to dodge most of those shells, which is real unfortunate. But here, I really wish I had saved that shot for this Musashi and shot the Musashi instead, because this guy, like I said, we leave him alive just enough to screw us over. We get a shot, we go ahead and use Arthas to go through the bow, and he somehow craps out a set of shells right as he dies. I'm gonna credit that one to lag, guys, because he was dead on my screen by the time he fired those shots. Just saying, that's got to be server lag there. That's real unfortunate. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I darn near threw my controller. That is why those shots where you get those broadside opportunities, and here's another guy that I didn't recognize at the time was on our team, and it's Pricey Potato. We know that guy too. So we've just ran into everybody tonight, and they all just happen to be on our team in this particular game. But, dude, we had the opportunity for another 300k game in this one. There is no doubt in my mind that if I kill that Musashi and survive, that I could get 300k by farming this Conqueror. Like, it would have been so good, man. But it's not meant to be. But the good news is we've got good players on our team that are going to be able to wrap this one up. We've done everything we needed to do in this particular game to give our team the win. 240k, 4 kills. Not quite a Kraken, but a darn good game. Good result for our team. Being in the right place at the right time to take advantage of everything that the enemy gave us, and then managing to just come up short when we needed it most. But it's okay. Things happen. And because of that, we are able to call this a win, folks. That Conqueror is not long for this world. He keeps shooting at Bravo and the Brindisi. Good luck. You're going to hit him, sure, but what are you really going to do? Not a whole lot. Meanwhile, he's being farmed by a Holland. He's being farmed by, I think it's a Holland. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. He's getting farmed by a destroyer, he's getting farmed by a cruiser, and Brindisi is now behind an island, so he can't even shoot him. But it's only a matter of time before they come around the corner and... Connor? Who's Connor? Is there a Connor here? When they come around the corner and get him spotted again, and that'll be the end of the Conqueror. You can see we get him spotted here, and one salvo from everybody should just be about it. Bonk. Just about the time that I start, I'm actually going to go into free fly mode and try to catch him, and the moment I do, that's when he dies from the Yama. So it's a good game overall. Wish I would have survived that shot against the Musashi, not gonna lie. It's definitely gonna be a salty moment for me for a while, because that would have been our third ever 300k game, and I'm 100% sure of that. 3100 base XP though, top of the leaderboard, with Bravo coming in second, Cranky coming in third, Pricey coming in fourth, and unfortunately, Jixer got yeeted from torpedoes trying to help his teammate Cranky get rid of the Brisbane. So anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to punch that like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video. 50k is right around the corner, so keep an eye out, and if you haven't subscribed, please join us on our path to 50k. We are right there. We're right there. Have a great night.